as he also shot 56% from the field. 33% from beyond the arc, hit just one three-pointer though, and he was 50% from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Also for the Tigers, it looks like Aaron Galindo has 7 points. Oscar Martinez had 7 as well. 5 points for Jesse Rosales. Again, Ulysses loses to Scott City at night number 1, 43-41. Ulysses had 26 rebounds, 7 assists. They shot just 32% from the field, 16 of 50. They shot 13% from beyond the arc. They were 3 of 23, and 50% from the free throw line, 6 of 12. For the Phillipsburg Panthers, again coming away with the win, 49-35. A big night for their junior Joel Ford, as he finishes with 19 points, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 6 of 12 from the field, and he was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Ty Sides had a double-double in his first game as a senior, 14 points, 13 rebounds. He also had 7 assists, so just 3 assists shy of a triple-double in the first game of his senior campaign. So we'll see what Ty can get going here tonight against Ulysses. Again, Ulysses will have the height advantage, as quite a few teams against Phillipsburg this year. So again, Ulysses led by the senior Lance Walker at 6'5". Ryan Nightingale is 6 foot tall. Looks like Yair Alvarado is 6 foot tall. They also have Christian Jacques at 6 foot, and Levi Quinn at 6'2". So a little bit of a height advantage for Ulysses, but Oakley also had a height advantage against Phillipsburg on Friday night, and the Panthers were able to overcome that and again come away with a 49-35 win. Panthers also had 32 rebounds. They had 10 assists as a team, again 7 of those coming from Ty Sides. Shot 37% from the field, 22% from beyond the arc, and 75% from the free throw line, as they were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Again, a big night for Joel Ford, that led the way for the Panthers. 19 points, 14 for Ty Sides. It was 6 for Kagan Keaton on Friday night, 2 apiece for Devin Johnson and Ethan Miller, along with Rad Rodriguez and Jeremy Ford finished with 4. So well-balanced attack for the Panthers, as quite a few players getting on the scoreboard, but we'll see what happens tonight. Again, Ulysses comes in 0-1 on the year. You know they're hungry for that first win of the season and would like to knock the Panthers off, as Phillipsburg made it to the championship game last year, losing in the final moments to Plainville last year in the championship game. So see if the Panthers can get back to the championship again this year, but first they got to get past Ulysses, as Phillipsburg will be the home team. Ulysses is the road team. Looks like for Ulysses, we'll start with number 1, Lance Walker. Looks like number 2, Aaron Galindo. Number 3, a 6-foot junior, Ryan Nightingale. Number 4, a 5'9" senior, Oscar Martinez. And it also looks like 5'8" senior, Jesse Rosales. For the Ulysses Tigers. For the Panthers, it's number 0, a 6-foot senior, Ethan Leidig. Number 2, a 5'11" senior, Kagan Keaton. Number 12, a 5'9" senior, Ty Sides. Number 21, a 6'1" junior, Joel Ford. And a 6-foot junior, number 33, Jeremy Ford. So the Ford twins in there, along with Sides, Keaton and Leidig. Again, for the Ulysses Tigers, Walker, Galindo, Nightingale, Martinez, and Rosales. The Panthers in their home of white jerseys, navy numbers, and the gold trim. Again, those new jerseys looking sharp out there for the Panthers. They had those road navy ones on, of course, Friday night at Oakley. They get to wear the home ones tonight here in Russell in the Amos-Morris Classic, as the Tigers of Ulysses in their road black jerseys, white numbers, and the orange trim. What happened last night here in the Amos-Morris Classic on the boys' side? Well, Ellsworth knocked off Plainville 57-52, and Russell defeated St. John's Beloit Tipton 51-26. So Russell, Ellsworth in the championship semifinals. Plainville, St. John's Beloit Tipton on to the backside of the bracket. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Central Plains Smith Center. But as we get ready, again, no opening tip this year. So Ulysses, the road team, on the scoreboard, they get the ball first, as it is going to be Galindo bringing it up. He's in the center circle working against Ty Sides. Passes around to the left wing to Nightingale. Nightingale back inside for Galindo. Left block. Shot is up and good. So the Tigers strike first. They lead 2-0, 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. Ty Sides quickly up the court to Joel Ford. Ford pump fakes, and he's going to get fouled right off the bat. Martinez picks up his first personal foul. First Tigers team foul. Joel Ford will inbound for the Panthers with 7:35 left to go here in this first quarter, as Joel was looking for Jeremy cutting towards the basket. Ball gets tipped out of bounds and will remain a Panther basketball. 7:33 left to go in the first quarter. Ulysses leads 2-0. Joel Ford looks in for Kagan Keaton in the left corner, out to Ty Sides. Sides around to Ford to right wing. Joel looking, letting the offense set up. Back around to Ty, left wing. Sides fakes left, goes right, left block. Floater in the paint, no good. Put back by Sides, good. So Ty had 13 rebounds in night number 1 of the season. Gets his first rebound here and the first points. Ties things up at 2 apiece. 7:10 left to play here in the first quarter. Walker has it right side. He works against Ty Sides. Gets a screen from Martinez. Drives all the way in. Sides strips him underneath. Sides gets it off to Keaton. Keaton brings it up the court. Now looking to pass off. Gives it back to Sides in the center circle. Ty going to set up the offense as Lighted comes out to set a screen. Ty drives all the way inside, loses it off of his foot though, out of bounds, and it will be Ulysses basketball. 6:48 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 2 apiece here between the Phillipsburg Panthers and the Ulysses Tigers. Galindo brings it back up the court. Now to Walker, around to Rosales. Rosales out front to Martinez. Martinez one dribble back to Nightingale, left wing. Nightingale drives all the way to the basket. Layup good. Makes it 4-2. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg as Keaton has it at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble out front to Ty Sides. 4-2. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Sides to the left wing to Joel Ford. Gets a screen from Leidig. Ford on the dribble, drives down to the left baseline, underneath the basket, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. So Panther basketball, 6:13 left to go here in the first quarter. The Phillipsburg Panthers with the basketball as they trail the Ulysses Tigers 4-2. Joel Ford to inbound for Phillipsburg. Letting the inbounds play work to Ty Sides, right corner pump fakes. Drives down to the baseline, spin move there, and a foul going to be called here on Ulysses, the second team foul, and it will be on Rosales, his first personal foul. 6:09 left to play here in the first quarter. Phillipsburg with the basketball. They get it inside for Jeremy Ford. Up and good. Nice look by Joel to find Jeremy cutting towards the basket. And Jeremy has his first 2 points of the ball game. Ties things back up at 4 apiece with 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Blocked underneath by Jeremy Ford, but they're going to say got him with the body. He was clean up top, but the body came through and got the body check on Galindo, so he'll head to the free throw line. Jeremy Ford picks up his first personal foul. First Phillipsburg team foul as Aaron Galindo heads to the free throw line for the first time in this one. It's on its way. Good. He's now got 3 points, and it pushes Ulysses back to a lead, 5-4. Devin Johnson and Ethan Miller both coming to the ball game. Ethan Leidig and Jeremy Ford both take a seat. Galindo's second free throw good as well. So Ulysses regains a 2-point lead. It's 6-4. 5:56 left to go here in the first quarter. Ty Sides with it out front to Miller. Miller bounce pass to Johnson. Tried to go backdoor to Miller, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Ulysses. So Phillipsburg basketball. A little miscommunication there between the sophomores as Johnson thought Miller was going to keep cutting, but Miller kind of got caught up in traffic. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ulysses as Ty Sides will inbound. Sides looking. Bounce passes to Johnson in the right corner. Now to Keaton. Back to Sides right corner. Pump fakes. Drives inside. Right block off the glass and good. Ty's got 4, and the Panthers tied things back up at 6 apiece. 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Walker has it right side down to the right corner to Rosales. Right wing now to Martinez. Underneath for Walker. Goes out of bounds. Hits one of the Panther cheerleaders. And it will be Phillipsburg basketball. 5:27 left to go in the first quarter. And we're tied at 6 apiece here between Phillipsburg and Ulysses on the boys' side of this Amos-Morris Classic. Again, Phillipsburg girls defeated Ulysses a little bit ago, 62-26. Johnson backdoor pass for Joel Ford. Up under, no good. Rebound, fought for, still up for grabs, and it is going to be Ulysses with it as Nightingale had it, lost the handle on it, fighting for the basketball. Joel Ford came away with it, but lost it out of bounds. So scrum there on the court as Nightingale had a steal, Ford had a steal, and then lost it out of bounds. So Galindo brings it up the court to Nightingale, down to Walker in the left corner. Back to Galindo, left wing. Out front to Nightingale, back to Galindo, left wing. Gets a screen from Walker. Back out front to Nightingale. He's going to drive in, kicks it to the left corner to Walker, loses it out of bounds. Panther basketball, 4:48 left to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 6 apiece here between Phillipsburg and Ulysses in the boys' action. 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Ty Sides brings it up the court for the Panthers. Gets a double screen out front. Drives down to the left wing. Step back jumper for Ty. No good. Left is short. Rebound fought for. And it is going to be Nightingale coming away with it. Hands it off to Galindo. Back around to Nightingale, right side. Back to Galindo, left side. He'll spot up for a deep three. Left that one short. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Panther basketball. 4:19 left to play here in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads, or Phillipsburg tied here, I should say, with Ulysses. 6-6. A timeout by Ulysses. We'll take one with them. With 4:19 left to go, we're tied at 6. You're listening to Panther basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Russell High School, Amos-Morris Gymnasium, where we are here for the Amos-Morris Classic as the Phillipsburg Panthers tied with the Ulysses Tigers. 4:15 left to go here in the first quarter of this boys action. We're tied at 6s as Miller gets it inside for Johnson. Back out to Keaton, right corner. Skip pass out front to Joel Ford. Joel going to reset the offense here for the Panthers. Around to Johnson, left wing. Down the left corner to Sides, inside for Miller. Miller, left block, turnaround shot, no good. Put back by Joel Ford, no good. Tipped out as Devin Johnson came away with the steal. Panthers basketball as Johnson gets the 2 points, as Sides gets the assist. 2 points for Devin Johnson. The Panthers take the lead. It's 8-6, 3:42 left to go here in the first quarter. Nightingale has it down to the left corner to Walker. His three on its way, and it's good. Puts the Tigers of Ulysses back up on Phillipsburg by 1, 9-8, 3:25 left to go in the first quarter. Joel Ford has the left corner. He'll try to answer with a three. Cannot with that one. Rebounded by Galindo. Galindo quickly up the court. Drives all the way in, left block up, no good. Rebound tracked down by Miller. Miller ahead to Sides. Sides down to the right wing, picks up his dribble there, out front to Miller. Miller pump fakes, inside for Johnson, just out of his reach, out of bounds. Ulysses basketball. 3:05 left to go in the first quarter. Ethan Leidig and Jeremy Ford both come back into the ball game for Phillipsburg. See who takes a seat. Looks like Kagan Keaton going to take his seat along with Ethan Miller. 3:05 left to play in this first quarter. Ulysses leads 9-8 over Phillipsburg. First boys game of the day. Phillipsburg taking on Ulysses here. Again, the Tigers of Ulysses lead by 1 as Leidig tipped it into the hands of Sides. Ty leads the break down to the left block, off the glass, no good, but he's fouled. Third team foul on the Ulysses Tigers. First on Aaron Galindo. Ty Sides heads to the free throw line for the Panthers. First one's on its way, rolls out, no good. Sides, football coaches, Kansas Football Coaches Association two-way quarterback of the year. As Sides hits the second one, as those were released within the last 24 hours. So Sides, congratulations going out to him, as again the senior, the Kansas Football Coaches Association Quarterback of the Year for Class 2A. As the Tigers have the basketball, Galindo swings around to Nightingale, back to Galindo, right side. Back to Nightingale, down to the left corner, Walker three, he hits another one. Walker has his second three-pointer and it extends the Ulysses lead. They now lead 12-9 with 2:20 left to go. Jeremy Ford inside, and he's going to get called for the travel. So ball goes back to Ulysses with 2:18 left to go in the first quarter. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 12-9. Galindo brings the ball up the court. He's down to the left wing. Picks up his dribble, now to Nightingale. Nightingale out front with it on the dribble, gets a screen from Walker, skip pass to Galindo, left corner, back out front to Nightingale, top of the key. Swings around to Scott, right wing, down to the right corner to Walker. Walker bounce pass inside for Martinez. His turnaround shot no good, rebounded by Joel Ford, his second rebound of the ball game. Pushes it quickly up the court, ahead to Jeremy, left wing. Jeremy back to Joel. Joel down to the left baseline, drives in. Wraparound pass for Johnson, blocked from behind by Scott, but Scott going to get him on the arm. His first personal foul. Fourth, the Tigers team foul. Devin Johnson heads to the free throw line now for the Panthers. Minute 42 left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg trails Ulysses 12-9. Johnson's first is good. His third point of the ball game. Ties his career high, actually. So he had 3 against Concordia last year as he missed the second one. Fighting for the rebound. Johnson bounces it off of Galindo. So good effort there by Devin Johnson. So again, with that first free throw, Johnson tied his career high he had against, that was against Norton last year. As Sides has it out front, down to the top. The key drives all the way in. Bounce pass for Johnson, blocked by Walker. Rebound, 5-4, still fighting for it. And gonna have a jump ball called. Phillipsburg basketball. Minute 29 left to play here in the first quarter. And Phillipsburg will have the basketball as Ulysses has the lead though by 2, 12-10. Kagan Keaton comes back in. Joel Ford gonna take a seat. Rosales comes back in for the Tigers. Martinez takes a seat. Also coming into the ball game is Levi Gwynn. And it looks like Scott going to take a seat. Keaton to inbound. Gets it into Johnson, right corner. Johnson out to Sides, right side. Down to the right corner to Keaton, and a foul going to be called here on Johnson. His first personal foul. Second Panthers team foul. Minute 23 left to play into this first quarter. Phillipsburg trails, 12-10. Ulysses basketball as Galindo brings it up the court. 3-2 zone by the Panthers. Nightingale to Galindo, left wing 3, buries it. Galindo's got 7, and it pushes the Tiger lead to 5, 15-10. Sides drives in, left block too hard off the glass. Johnson couldn't come down with the rebound. We're going to say he touched it last, and it will be Ulysses basketball with a 5-point lead, 15-10. A minute 2 left to play here in the first quarter. Joel Ford comes in. Ty Sides going to get a breather here towards the end of the first quarter. Again, a minute 2 left to go in the first quarter, and Ulysses leads 15-10. Galindo brings it up the court right to left on your radio dial. Works against Joel Ford. Top of the key, drives in, loses the handle on it. Fighting for the rebound. Joel Ford comes down with it. Joel then loses the handle on it as Walker tipped it out of his hands, so it will remain Panther basketball. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Ulysses leads by 5, 15-10. Keaton looks to the sideline. Kagan will bring it up across the timeline. 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Down to the right wing to Joel Ford. Gets a screen from Johnson. Johnson drives in. Right block up and good. Nice look there by Ford to find Johnson. Cutting towards the basket as Devin now has 5. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 3. It's 15-12. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg here in this first round matchup of the Amos-Morris Classic of the boys side of the tournament as Walker has it to Galindo. Galindo dribbles up to the left wing. 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 3-point lead for Ulysses, 15-12. Galindo left wing down to Walker. Walker works against Joel Ford. Loses the handle on it, out of bounds. Panther basketball. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and Phillipsburg leads at 15-12. Ty Sides and Ethan Miller both come back into the ball game. Ethan Leidig takes a seat, and nope. It's going to be Devin Johnson and Jeremy Ford taking a seat. Leidig stays in the ball game. So Joel Ford will inbound with 12 seconds left, and Ulysses has a 3-point lead, 15-12. 8 seconds. Sides brings it across the timeline. Sides drives in, spin move in, the paint floaters up, left is short, rebounded by Rosales, and at the buzzer, off the glass, no good. 15-12. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg at the end of 1. We'll be back with second quarter actions. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Panther Television would like to thank Dana Gramman of American Family Insurance for all your insurance needs. contact Dana Gramman. We'd also like to thank 4C Land and Auction LLC, Cody Miller, broker auctioneer, for their generous donation to Panther Television. If you foresee a real estate transaction in your future, contact 4C Land and Auction.
Joel Ford, along with Ethan Leidig, tie sides. Ethan Miller and Kagan Keaton for the Panthers. Nightingale, Walker, Galindo, Rosales, and looks like a Gwynn out there for the Ulysses Tigers. Galindo has it to start things off here in the second quarter. Down to Walker, wide open left corner three. Missed that one. He'd hit his first two. Gwynn comes down with the rebound. Now trying to get the shot up. Blocked by Ford. Shot off the glass though as Gwynn came back down with it. He's got 2 points. And going to be Panther basketball with a 5-point deficit as Ulysses leads 17-12. Kagan Keaton brings it up the court for the Panthers. Around to Leidig, left side. He looked inside for Miller, couldn't find him. Side, top of the key, three, left it short. Rebounded by Leidig. Leidig out to sides. Ty drives in. Wraparound pass for Miller, tipped out by the Tigers of Ulysses. So Panther basketball, 7:25 left to go in this first half. And Ulysses leads Phillipsburg by 5, 17-12. Joel Ford to inbound for the Panthers. Ford looking, still looking, finds sides left corner, out to Leidig, swings around to Keaton, down to the right corner to Ford, inside for Miller, tipped out by Gwynn, and it will again be Phillipsburg basketball. 7:19 left to go here in this first half. Ulysses leads 17-12 over Phillipsburg. Joel Ford will inbound once again here for the Panthers. Gets it to Keaton, right wing. Keaton dribbles up to the top of the key, now to Ford, three on its way, and it's good! So after a 19-point performance in the first game of the season, Joel Ford gets his first points on the board here with just over 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Takes the lead to 2 for Ulysses as they lead 17-15. That's Morales drives in, shot no good, fighting for the rebound. Ford comes away with it, and he's going to get called for the travel as he was just getting up off the floor. Grabbed that basketball, and his momentum kept going towards the floor, though. Gets called for the travel. Walker inbounds it to Rosales. His three's on its way, and it's good. He's got 3 and puts the lead back to 5, 20-15. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. Ford down to Keaton in the right corner. Looks inside for Miller and going to have a foul called here. 15 foul on the Tigers. Rosales picks up his second personal foul. Oscar Martinez comes back into the game for the Ulysses Tigers. Gwynn takes a seat. Jeremy Ford comes back in for the Phillipsburg Panthers, and Ethan Miller going to take a seat. So Panther basketball, tie sides, has it out front, gets a screen from Leidig. Sides, hesitates, drives in, spin move out to Leidig, top of the key, three's on its way, no good. Misses it to the right, out of bounds it goes, and it will be Ulysses basketball. 6:25 left to go in the first half. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 20-15. Galindo brings it up the court right to left on your radio dial for the Ulysses Tigers. This game they have a 5-point lead, 20-15, 6:18 left to go here in the first half. Galindo right side with it, out front to Nightingale, swings it around the left wing to Rosales. Rosales on the dribble, out front to Galindo. Galindo dribbles back out now to Nightingale, right side. Nightingale inside for Walker. Walker goes to work against Jeremy Ford, right block, double team by Joel Ford, and a foul going to be called here. Going to be a 13 foul on the Panthers. This one is on Joel Ford, his first personal foul. 5:57 left to go in the first half. They tried to lob it up to Walker. Walker able to somehow come away with the basketball, and he now has 8 points, 22-15. Ulysses extends their lead to 7. Keaton with the screen out front, now down to sides, quickly inside, kicks around to Joel Ford, out to Leidig, top of the key, wide open, 3 for Ethan Leidig, no good, rebounded by Galindo. And then a foul going to be called here on the Panthers, their 4th team foul. This one's going to be on Ty, his first personal foul. 22-15. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. 5:35 left to go in this first half. Galindo brings it up now to Walker, down to the right wing to Nightingale, out front to Martinez. Martinez to the left wing, picks up his dribble, hands it off to Rosales. Rosales to the right wing to Nightingale, down to the right corner to Galindo. Galindo dribbles up to the right wing. Galindo drives in, hop step into the paint, shot high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford, his first rebound of the ball game. Now let ahead to Ty Sides, 5:10 and counting left to go in the first half. Ulysses leads by 7, 22-15. Sides to Joel Ford, right wing. And Martinez is going to get called for the foul, his second personal foul, 6th Tigers team foul. 5:03 left to play in the first half. Ulysses leads 22-15. Joel Ford will inbound, does so to Ty Sides between the circles. Ty gets the screen out front from Leidig. On the dribble is Ty Sides, drives in, spin move into the paint, kicks out Joel Ford, right wing, three's on its way, no good. Off the back of the iron, fighting for the rebound. Jeremy Ford comes down with it, put back by Ford, good. Jeremy got the rebound and the putback. He has 4 points, and it cuts the lead back down to 5, 22-17. 4:40 left to go in the first half, and Ulysses has that 5-point lead. Nightingale to Galindo, back to Nightingale out front, now to Walker right side. Walker gets a screen, stops and pops for 3, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Ty Sides. Sides pushes the left to right on your radio dial, quickly across the timeline, ahead to Joel Ford, left wing. Ford finds an opening inside, drives in, and a charge going to be called on Joel Ford. His second personal foul, 5th Panthers team fouls. Lance Walker drew that charge. Devin Johnson comes into the ball game. Joel Ford getting to take a seat with those 2 fouls. 4:23 left to play here in the first half. Ulysses leads by 5, 22-17. Galindo brings it up the court for Ulysses to the right side, and now to Rosales. Rosales swings it around to Nightingale right side. Gets the screen out front from Walker. Stops and pops. Top the key 3. No good. Rebound tracked down by Ty Sides. His 3rd. Ty leads the break again quickly for the Panthers. Head to Devin Johnson. Right block off the glass and good. Johnson's got 7. The Panthers cut into the lead yet again. It's now a 3-point Ulysses lead, 22-19. 3:55 left to go in the first half. Coach Sides wants a timeout. We'll take one with him as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Panther Television. If you get a moment, we'd appreciate you if you'd hit the subscribe button. To Panther Television. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers so we can add additional streaming options to bring you more Phillipsburg events. We're a little over 850, so we're getting close with each broadcast, but we'd appreciate that support. Thanks for watching Panther Television.
3:55 left to play in the first half. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 22-19 here in the boys' game. If you're just joining us this evening, the Phillipsburg girls won 62-26 to move on to the championship semifinals. Again, here we are in the boys' game, second game of the day, and it's a back and forth one we go. Ulysses had the biggest lead of 7 points. Panthers have cut it back down to 3, 22-19, 3:55 left to go here in this first half. Kagan Keaton, Ty Sides, Ethan Leidig, Devin Johnson, and Jeremy Ford for the Panthers. Lance Walker, along with Oscar Martinez. Also out there, Jesse Rosales, Aaron Galindo, and also Ryan Nightingale out there. That's Ben Scott for the Tigers. As Martinez drives in, shot no good, rebounded by Jeremy Ford, hands it off to Ty Sides. Sides ahead to Leidig, down to the left corner to Keaton, back to Leidig, left wing. Leidig going to get called for the double dribble, and it will be Tigers basketball, 3:32 left to go in this first half, and the Ulysses Tigers lead the Phillipsburg Panthers 22-19. Galindo out front to Rosales, around to Walker, right wing. Walker to the free throw line, and he's going to be fouled. 16 foul on the Panthers. This one's on Devin Johnson, his second. Lance Walker will inbound. He has 8 points so far here in the first half. Martinez to Walker, right corner 3 is no good. Left that one short, rebounded by Scott. Scott kicks it back out to Galindo, and he'll reset the offense as Walker by himself, right block up, blocked from behind by Leidig, but he's going to get called for the foul, his first personal foul, and the 7th Panthers team foul. So Lance Walker heads to the free throw line again. 2 of 4 from the free throw line in the first game of the season against Scott City. First attempt at the line here tonight. He's hit a pair of 3-pointers and misses the first end of that set of free throws here, so he'll get set for a second one. 3:12 left to go in the first half. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg by 3, 22-19. As Walker gets the second one to roll in, he now has 9 points, and it makes it 23-19. A 4-point Ulysses lead with 3:08 left to go here in the first half. Jeremy Ford has it. Backdoor pass for Sides. Sides up under, no good. Fighting for the rebound. It goes in the hands of Galindo. Galindo ahead to Martinez. His layup, good. Martinez has his first 2 points in the ball game to make it 25-19. Ulysses regains a 6-point lead now. Leidig out front to Sides. Sides swings around to Keaton, right wing. Keaton looks inside for Jeremy Ford. Now back out front to Leidig. Leidig gets a screen from Johnson. Drives in, left elbow out to Johnson. Free throw line jumper. Rolls in, good. Johnson has 9 for the Panthers. Puts it at a 4-point lead for Ulysses yet again, 25-21, 2:25 left to go in the first half. Martinez left wing out front to Galindo between the circles. Works against Ty Sides there, drives in, kicks it underneath, and a foul going to be called here. As a foul going to be called here on the Panthers. This is going to be on Ty Sides, his second. 8th Panthers team foul. Devin Johnson takes a seat. Jesse Blackburn in the ballgame for the Panthers. So Galindo at the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 from the line a little bit ago. As Johnson stays in. Leidig takes a seat after going to take a seat instead. So Johnson stays on the court. Galindo, first attempt is good. He's now got 8 points. Makes it a 5-point game once again for Ulysses, 26-21. 2:16 left to play here in the first half. Galindo getting set for his second one. He was 3 of 6 from the line on Friday night against Scott City. He's perfect from the line so far and continues that trend as he's now 4 of 4 with 9 points. Coming into the ball game, Ryan Nightingale going to take his seat as Jesse Rosales. Ty Sides brings it up for the Panthers. A 6-point Ulysses lead, 27-21. 2:13 left to play here in the first half. Kagan Keaton has it right wing. Bounce pass out front to Blackburn. Blackburn skip pass to Sides left wing. Gets a screen from Johnson. Between the legs dribble. Ty spin move into the paint. Pump fakes, kicks it out to Johnson. Left corner three's on its way. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Walker, his second. Walker quickly up the court for Ulysses. Drives in and he's going to get called for the carry. Minute 53 left to go in the first half. Ulysses leads 27-21. Phillipsburg basketball as they will inbound right in front of their bench. Ford inbounds to Sides. Ty calls out the offense with a minute 50 left to go in the first half. Left wing to Keaton. Gets a screen from Jeremy Ford, and Keaton going to get called for. Going to be fouled. Third personal foul on offense. 7th Tigers team foul. And Kagan Keaton will head to the free throw line for the Panthers. It was 1 for 1 from the line on Friday night. Devin Johnson going to take his seat. Ethan Miller into the ball game now for the Panthers. Minute 45 left to play in the first half. Kagan Keaton's first one, no good. Rebound, fought for, and Martinez tracks it down. Galindo out front with it to the left wing to Martinez. Skip pass to Walker. Walker goes to work against Jeremy Ford. Right block left is short, no good. Rebounded by Ty Sides. Ty's 4th rebound of the ball game. Quickly up the court, stops and pops, top of the key, 3, rolls out, no good. Rebound put back by Jeremy Ford, no good. Rebound put back by Ford, and he's going to be stripped. It goes out of bounds. It will be Panther basketball. Ford has 5 rebounds, all coming here in the second quarter. Couldn't get that one put back to go though, and then got it stripped and went out of bounds off of Ulysses the second time. As it looks like Jesse Rosales comes back into the ball game. Levi Gwynn back in for the Ulysses Tigers as Ben Scott takes a seat. Jesse Blackburn to inbound with a minute 20 left to go here in the first half. Blackburn looking, goes out to the right wing to Sides. Sides going to set up the offense, down by 6, 27-21. Ulysses with a 6-point lead over the Phillipsburg Panthers. Keaton with it in the corner. Out to Ford, now to Ty Sides right wing, puts up the 3, buries it! Sides has 8. And the Panthers trail by 3, 27-24. Nightingale has it out front. Sides hits the deck, comes away with the steal, leads it off ahead to Keaton. Keaton now to Blackburn. Blackburn's layup, no good. Rebound put back by Keaton. He's fouled, count it. He's heading the line for an and one. Keaton has a chance to tie things up here as Sides with the effort came away with the steal, got it out to Keaton. Keaton to Blackburn. Blackburn's layup couldn't go, but Keaton got the rebound and then got the basket to go. So see if he can get the and one. He does. That ties things back up. Keaton has 3. A foul was on Ryan Nightingale, his first, and the 8th team foul on the Ulysses Tigers. 27-all with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Nightingale around to Walker. Walker right side working against Ethan Miller. Into Galindo, right side. Skip pass to Nightingale, left side. Nightingale back out to Galindo. He fakes right, goes left. Pump fakes, free throw line jumper, and it's good. Nice move there by Galindo. He's got 11, and Ulysses goes back up by 2, 29-27. 18 seconds left to go. Blackburn out front, calls for help, gets it to Keaton. Kagan with it out front, down by 2, 10 seconds left. Keaton sets up the offense now. Jeremy Ford has it out. Now comes to set a screen. Keaton drives in. Right blocked by Walker into the hands of Rosales. And that's going to do it for the first half as the Ulysses Tigers lead 29-25 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. So we'll take a timeout. Be back to wrap up the first half for you right after this. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Thank you for watching Panther Television. We'd like to thank Dana Gramman of American Family Insurance for her generous donation to Panther Television. We'd also like to thank Cody 4C Land and Auction, Cody Miller Broker Auctioneer, for their donation. If you foresee a real estate transaction in your future, give them a call. We'd also like to thank the Phillipsburg Project of the Maid Foundation for their donation to PTV as well. Thank you for watching. If you get a chance to hit that subscribe button, we'd sure appreciate it.
And welcome back to Russell High School, Amos-Morris Gymnasium. Jesse Ray with you as we get set for the second half of this boys matchup. The Phillipsburg Panthers taking on the Ulysses Tigers here in the first round of the Amos-Morris Classic. Tigers, though, they have the advantage right now going into the second half. They lead by 2, 29-27. The Panthers fought back, though, from a 7-point deficit there in the second quarter and tied it up at 27 right there before the end when Galindo then hit a 2-pointer in the paint to put the Ulysses Tigers back up by 2, 29-27. Panther basketball to start the second half. They now go right to left on your radio dial. Ford has it inside for it. Well, Joel Ford. Joel goes to work. Right block off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Jeremy. Jeremy put back is no good. Rebounded by Kagan Keaton out to Ty Sides. Sides pump fake. Free throw line jumper, and it's good. Panthers tie back up as Martinez puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Ethan Leidig. Leidig back to Ty Sides. 29 all, 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Jeremy Ford has it inside. Left block, no good, and he's fouled. First team foul by the Ulysses Tigers here in the second half. Foul's going to be on Lance Walker, his first. 29-29, Phillipsburg ties things up here with Ulysses. 7:28 left to play here in the third quarter. Jeremy at the free throw line. He was 0 of 1 from the line against Oakley. First one's on its way. This one rattles in. He's now got 5 points. Sets a season high for Jeremy. He had 4 points against Oakley. 30-29. Phillipsburg regains a 1-point lead. 7:28 left to go in the third quarter. Ford's second one on its way. That one left is short, misses everything, so it'll be Ulysses basketball. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Nightingale will inbound, does so to Galindo. Galindo gets a screen, pushes it quickly up the court across the timeline. Now picks up his dribble, guarded by Leidig, looking to pass off. Into the hands of Walker goes the basketball. Walker down to the left corner, picks up his dribble there. Now back to Galindo, left side. Galindo looks inside, finds Martinez quickly to Nightingale. Nightingale drives in. Shot is up, off the glass, no good. Rebound put back by Walker's good. Walker's got 11, and the Ulysses Tigers regain a 1-point lead. 31-30, just under 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Leidig has it out front for the Panthers, down to the right wing to Sides. Sides looks in, instead he'll pop the 3, and he buries the 3. Ty's got 13, and the Panthers regain a 2-point lead. Back and forth we go here in the third quarter as now Phillipsburg leads by 2, 33-31. 6:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Martinez with it to the left wing. Picks up his dribble there. Looking to pass off. Still looking. Skip past to Nightingale right side. Nightingale on the dribble, guarded by Ethan Leidig. Martinez left wing down to the left baseline to Rosales. Rosales dribbles up to the left wing, guarded there by Keaton. Wide open. Galindo for 3, and he buries it. He's got 14, and the Tigers regain a 1-point lead as Ulysses tips it out of bounds. And again, they lead 34-33. 6:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Devin Johnson comes into the ball game. And Ethan Leidig going to take a seat. Joel Ford will inbound for the Panthers. Ford looking, gets it into Sides. Sides on the drive. Picks up his dribble, gets it tipped out by Galindo. Sides, deep 3 on its way. No good, misses out into the left. Joel Ford tries to bounce it off of Martinez, but could not do so. Out of bounds by the Panthers. Ulysses basketball with a 1-point lead, 34-33 over Phillipsburg. 6:01 left to go here in the third quarter. Galindo has it, works against Kagan Keaton. Galindo quickly up the court. Down to the right wing to Nightingale. Right corner goes the basketball to Rosales. Now back to Galindo out front. Galindo drives in, picks up his dribble. Shot is up, high off the glass and good. Galindo's got 16, and Ulysses regains a 3-point lead, 36-33. Keaton inside for Johnson. Johnson back to Sides, left wing. Sides directs traffic out front to Joel Ford. Ford now to Keaton, right wing. Keaton gets a screen from Johnson. And Rosales gets called for the foul, his third personal foul, second Tigers team foul of the second half. Looks like Ben Scott comes back into the game. Rosales takes a seat with those 3 fouls. 36-33, Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. 5:28 left to go in the third quarter. Keaton bounce pass into Sides. Sides works against Galindo, gets a screen out front from Johnson, drives all the way in, stops and pops, blocked by Walker. And Walker comes away with the basketball, and then a foul going to be called on the Panthers. Their first team foul. And a foul is going to be on Ty Sides, his third. 5:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Ulysses up by 3, 36-33. Nightingale, just Scott. Scott drives in, up and no good. Rebound put back by Walker, good. Walker's got 13. As Ford looks inside, stolen away by Walker as Ford was looking inside for Johnson. Walker now leads the break for the Tigers as they lead by 5, 38-33. Martinez to Galindo between the circles, gets a screen from Martinez, doesn't use it. Steps back, loses a handle on it, stolen away by Sides. Tide now leads the break for the Panthers, right to left on your radio dial. Top of the key to Jeremy Ford. He'll drive in, pump fake, left block, and he's headed to the free throw line. Lance Walker picks up his second personal foul, third Tigers team foul, and Jeremy Ford will head to the free throw line once again here for the Panthers. 1 of 2 so far in this ball game, coming just a few moments ago. 4:39 left to play here in the third, and Phillipsburg trails by 5, 38-33. Jeremy Ford's first one rattles out, no good. As Ty Sides takes a seat, Ethan Leidig comes back into the ball game. Sides taking a seat with those 3 fouls. 4:39 left to play in the third, 38-33. Jeremy Ford trying to cut it in that Ulysses lead. Second one is good. He's now got 6 points, and it makes it a 4-point Ulysses lead, 38-34. 4.5 minutes left to play here in the third. Galindo has it out front to the left wing to Nightingale, and to Scott, back to Nightingale, now to Galindo. Back to Nightingale, left side. Looks in now to Galindo. Top of the key, three's on its way. No good this time. Fighting for the rebound. Kagan Keaton comes down with it. Keaton works against Nightingale, now to Joel Ford. Ford pushes it up the court for the Panthers. Gets a screen out front from Johnson, and Johnson's going to get called with the foul. His third personal foul, second Panthers team foul. Moving screen by Johnson. He got called for one of those in the first half. 4:07 left to go in the third quarter. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg by 4, 38-34. Tiger basketball as Galindo brings it down to the right wing. Round to Nightingale. Inside for Walker. Tipped out by Leidig into the hands of Ford. Joel Ford tried to get it back to Leidig, then stolen away by Galindo. Galindo quickly up the court behind the back to Walker. And Walker going to head to the free throw line. 3 team fouls on the Panthers now. And this one's going to be on Jeremy Ford, his second. Lance Walker back at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 from the line in this one. First one is good. He now has 14 points. Makes it a 5-point to Ulysses lead, 39-34. As Walker gets set for the second one. On its way, rattles out, no good, rebounded by Keaton. Kagan brings it up the court for the Panthers. Out front to Jeremy Ford between the circles. Bounce pass to Johnson, left elbow. Johnson underneath for Jeremy Ford. Pump fakes, puts the shot up, and it's good. Ford's got 8, and the Panthers trail by 3, 39-36. 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Galindo wing. Back out front to Galindo. Going to reset the offense as he dribbles out to the center circle. 3:24 left to play here in the third quarter. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 39-36. Galindo to Martinez. Back to Galindo. Down to the right corner. Nightingale, three's on its way. No good. Rebounded by Kagan Keaton, his 5th. Keaton quickly up the court. Bounce pass to Johnson, left corner. Wraparound pass for Ford. Skip pass to Leidig, right wing. Back out front to Joel Ford between the circles. Gets a screen up front from Jeremy. Behind the back. Dribble for Joel Ford. Down to the right corner to Leidig. Back out front to Ford. Joel on the dribble again. Gets another screen from Jeremy. Gets tipped out and stolen away by Martinez. Martinez leads the break. Then it's stripped out of there by Joel Ford, and a foul going to be called here on Martinez. His 4th personal foul. 4th Tigers team foul. Ty Sides and Ethan Miller head to the scores table for the Panthers. 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Phillipsburg trails Ulysses by 3, 39-36. Ethan Leidig takes a seat. Jeremy Ford takes a seat. Levi Gwynn back into the ballgame for Ulysses as Martinez takes a seat with those 4 fouls. Joel Ford brings it up for the Panthers. Works against Ben Scott. Hands it off to Ty Sides. Sides dribbles back out front. Hands it off there to Keaton. Kagan on the dribble. He'll hand it off to Joel Ford. Ford works against Ben Scott. Ball gets tipped. Sides tracks it down in the backfield, or in the backcourt, I should say. As Sides drives in, kicks it out to the right corner to Miller. Back to Sides right wing. Sides drives in, steps back, jumper, no good. Rebound 5-4, and Gwynn comes away with it. Gwynn tries to pass it off, does so to Galindo. Galindo leads the break down to the right block, hop step through the paint, blocked out of bounds by Joel Ford, but a foul is going to be called on the Panthers. Fourth team foul on the Panthers. See who they called this one on. It is going to be on Joel, his third personal foul. So Galindo heads to the free throw line. He's 4 of 4 from the line in this one. Make it 5 for 5. He's got 17 points and leads all scores. Puts the lead back to 4 for the Ulysses Tigers, 40-36. Galindo's second one. Left that one just short. Rebounded by Walker. Walker in the paint. Put back. Good. Walker's got 16, and it makes it a 42-36 lead for floater on the baseline. No good. Rebounded by Walker, his 7. Ball gets tipped and stolen away by Ty Sides. Three's on its way. No good. Left it short. Rebound 5-4. Out of bounds it goes. Panthers basketballs are going to say Lance Walker touched it last. Minute 43 left to play here in the third quarter, and Ulysses leads 42-36. Sides looks to inbound. Does so to Joel Ford. Left corner 3. No good. Rebounded by Gwynn. Gwynn out to Galindo. Galindo going to bring it up with a minute 35 left to play. Getting Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 42-36 here in the third quarter. Winner moves on to the championship semifinals of the Amos-Morris Classic. But Ben Scott free throw line jumper rolls out. Rebound by Gwynn. Put back good. Gwynn's got 4, and Ulysses extends their lead. They now lead by 8, 44-36. Their biggest lead to the ball game. Miller has it out front. Pump fakes back to Sides right side. Deep 3 for Ty. Buries it. Ty's got 16. And the Panthers cut the lead down. It's now a 5-point game once again, 44-39. Ulysses just had their biggest lead of the ball game of 8. Walker's got it in the left corner. Back out to Nightingale left side. He dribbles out between the circles to Scott. Skip pass to Galindo. Galindo down to the baseline. Back to Nightingale. 3 on its way. No good. Rebounded by Gwynn. Gwynn at the left block. Turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Joel Ford. Ball gets tipped out. Kagan Keaton comes away with it, and a foul going to be called on Gwynn, his first personal foul. 5th Tigers team foul. 33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 44-39. Ethan Leidig comes back into the ball game. Joel Ford takes a seat. Jesse Rosales comes back in, and Lance Walker going to get a breather here. 33 seconds left to go in the third. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 44-39. They just had their biggest lead of the ball game of 8 points, but 3 by Ty Sides cut down that lead to 5. Leidig has it right wing, guarded by Scott. Leidig out front to Keaton. Keaton thought about the 3, doesn't take it, gives it to Sides left wing. Sides looking inside for Johnson, back out front to Keaton. 15 seconds left to go. Sides has it left wing. Ty dribbles back out front. He'll reset the offense with 10 seconds left. 44-39. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. Sides works against Galindo out front. Crosses over, drives in, kicks it out the Leidig. Right wing 3 at the buzzer. No good. A rebound put back by Johnson. They're going to say no good even if it went. Got it off after the buzzer. So at the end of 3, Ulysses extends their lead. They now lead 44-39 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. We'll take a timeout. Be back to bring you fourth quarter action right after this as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Morris Classic. The first round action here for the bottom half of the bracket. The top half took place last night. The bottom half here, first boys game of the day, and Ulysses leads 44-39 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. Five-point lead for Ulysses. So we start this fourth quarter. Nightingale, Galindo, Gwynn, Scott, and Walker for the Tigers. For the Panthers, Ford twins along with Ethan Miller. Ethan Leidig out there along with Ty Sides. So Tiger basketball to start this fourth quarter. They go left to right on your radio dial. Down to the right wing goes the basketball to Nightingale. Gets the screen from Gwynn. Nightingale pump fakes at the free throw line. Back down to the left corner now to Galindo. Back out front to Nightingale. Top the key to the Galindo left wing. Gets the screen from Walker there. Galindo dribbles down to the left corner. Picks up his dribble now to Walker left wing. Inside for Scott at the free throw line. Scott gets it stolen away. Jump ball called. Nice effort there by Ethan Leidig as he got his hands on it. Caused the jump ball. Panther basketball. 7:36 left to go in this ball game. And the Phillipsburg Panthers with the basketball as they trail 44-39. Sides brings it up the court for the Phillipsburg Panthers. Sides between the circles down to the right side to Ford. Down to the right corner to Miller. Miller inside for Jeremy Ford. Shot is up and he's headed back to the free throw line. Galindo gets called for his second personal foul. 6 Tigers team foul. Ford 2 of 4 from the free throw line in this one. Trying to cut it into this Tigers lead. 44-39. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg here in the first round of the Amos-Morris Classic. Jeremy's first one on its way. Left that one short. So he'll get set for his second one. Jeremy Ford getting set for his second one. On its way. That one is good. He's got 9 points, and it makes it a 4-point Ulysses lead, 44-40. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Galindo tries to get it up the court. Tipped out by Jeremy Ford, and now a timeout going to be called by Coach Wagner of the Ulysses Tigers as the Panthers defense coming out strong there in that one. So, full timeout. We'll take one with him. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. And welcome back to Russell High School. Jesse Ray with you. A 4-point ball game. We've had a great one here in the first boys game of the day as the Ulysses Tigers right now lead by 4, 44-40 with 7:15 left to go in this ball game. Ethan Miller, Joel Ford, Jeremy Ford, Ethan Leidig, and Ty Sides for the Panthers. As the Panthers caused a Tiger timeout as the full court pressure was giving the Tigers a little bit of fits. Lance Walker along with Ryan Nightingale, Levi Gwynn, Ben Scott, and Aaron Galindo for the Ulysses Tigers. Back out on the court we go. Walker tries to go full court pass, tipped by the Panthers, stolen away. Ford 3 on its way, no good, left it short, rebounded by Galindo. Galindo drives in, right block off the glass and good. He's got 19, and the Ulysses Tigers regain a 6-point lead. Ethan Leidig has it up the sideline to Ethan Miller, right corner. Miller drives the baseline, picks up his dribble, back out to Leidig. Leidig swings around to Ford between the circles. Joel on the dribble with 6:47 left to go in this ball game. A 6-point Ulysses Tiger lead. Ty Sides has it out front. He's on the dribble between the legs, now down to the right wing. Drives in, wraparound pass for Jeremy Ford. Ford is headed back to the free throw line yet again. 17 foul on the Tigers and the second on Levi Gwynn. 3 of 6, 50% from the free throw line for Jeremy Ford. On its way for the first one, left that one short off the front of the iron. Kagan Keaton comes back into the ball game. Ethan Miller going to take a seat. 6-point lead for the Ulysses Tigers, 46-40, 6:35 left to go here in this ball game. The winner moves on to the championship semifinals. The loser falls to the backside. Jeremy Ford, second one on its way. That one rolls in good. He's now got 10 points. Tying his career high. Full court pressure works again for the Panthers as that one goes out of bounds and will be Phillipsburg basketball. 6.5 to go in this ball game. A 5-point Ulysses lead, 46-41. Pressure worked that time for the Panthers in the full court press. Sides has it between the circles. Works against Galindo. Bounce pass inside for Leidig. Backdoor pass for Keaton. Keaton shot is up. Counted. He's heading line for an and one. Keaton's got 5. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 3. 18 foul on the Tigers. 3rd on Levi Gwynn. Martinez comes into the ball game. Ben Scott takes a seat. Keaton with a chance to cut it into this lead. And one attempt off the back of the iron, no good, rebounded by Nightingale. And then Ford tried to come away with the steal. Couldn't quite stay in bounds. Out of bounds it goes. It will be Tiger basketball. Ulysses has a 3-point lead, 46-43 over the Phillipsburg Panthers. 6:16 left to go. Nightingale has it. Looking, splits the defense, kicks it ahead to Galindo. Galindo picks up his dribble, now looking to pass it off. He finds Nightingale. Nightingale drives in, tipped out. No, Ford going to get called for the foul. That's Joel's 4th personal foul, 5th Panthers team foul. Jesse Blackburn heads to the scorer's table. He will be coming in. Joel Ford going to have to take a seat with those 4 fouls. Still 6 minutes left to go in this game. Phillipsburg trails by 3, 46-43. Galindo inbounds to Walker in the right corner. Inside for Gwynn. Gwynn goes to work at the right block. Shot is up and left is short. No good. Rebounded by Ty Sides, his 5th. Sides pushes it quickly up the court. Bounce pass to Jeremy Ford. And Ford couldn't control that one. Goes out of bounds. And will be Tiger basketball. 5:55 left to go in the ball game. And Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 46-43. Devin Johnson comes back into the ball game. Jeremy Ford going to take a seat. Jesse Rosales comes back in. And Levi Gwynn going to take a seat. 5:55 left to go. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 46-43. Nightingale gets the inbounds. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Martinez has it now to Galindo. Galindo, skip pass to Walker. Walker looking, finds Galindo back at the right wing. Bounce pass down to Martinez, right corner. Martinez fakes right, goes left, right block up, no good. And a charge going to be called as Oscar Martinez fouls out with 2 points in this ballgame. 19th foul. And Kagan Keaton draws the charge. 5:41 left to play. Ulysses leads by 3, 46-43. Ben Scott, along with Aaron Galindo. Also in there is Ryan Nightingale, Lance Walker, and Jesse Rosales for the Ulysses Tigers. Ty Sides, Kagan Keaton, Ethan Leidig, Jesse Blackburn, and Devin Johnson for the Panthers. Blackburn drives in, floater off the back of the iron, no good, and Jesse's going to get called for over the back. So he was trying to get his own rebound. First personal on Jesse Blackburn, 6 Panthers team foul. 5:26 left to play. Ulysses leads by 3, 46-43. Again, full court pressure by the Panthers. Nightingale has it in the backcourt to Galindo. Back to Nightingale. Nightingale ahead to Scott. Now to Rosales. Back to Nightingale. Left side to Galindo. Galindo dribbles back out. He'll set up the half-court offense. 5:10 left to go here in the ball game. Nightingale inside for Walker. Walker left block up, and it's going to be a foul called here on Jesse Blackburn. His 2nd personal. 7th Panthers team foul. So Walker heads back to the free throw line. As Walker hits the first one, he's got 17. Now 3 of 5 on the night from the charity stripe. Jeremy Ford comes back in. Ethan Leidig going to take a seat. 5:05 left to go in this ball game, and Ulysses leads by 4. Walker trying to make it a 5-point game. 47-43, make it 48-43. Ulysses leads by 5, and Walker has 18. Blackburn has it out front to Ford, around to Keaton, right wing. Out front to Ty Sides, 3 on its way for Ty. Good! Ty's got 19, and the Panthers now trail by 1, 48-47. They have it tied. There we go. Now they changed it on the scoreboard. So trailing by 1 are the Panthers, 48-47. Rosales inside for Scott, stolen away by Keaton as Keaton ripped it away from Ben Scott, and then Scott going to get called for the foul, his 2nd personal foul, 10th Tigers team foul. Kagan Keaton heads to the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair here for the Panthers as they're already in the double bonus. 4.5 left to go in this ball game, and the Ulysses Tigers lead by 1, 48-47. Kagan Keaton with a chance to tie things up and take a 1-point lead here. First one's on its way, and it's good. Kagan's got 6, and that ties things back up at 48 all. 4:31 left to go in this ball game. Keaton getting set for his second free throw. It's on its way, rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Lance Walker. Scott bounce pass ahead to Rosales, back to Scott. Scott hands it off to Walker. 4:24 and counting left to go in the ball game. Ulysses leads by 1, 48-47. Rosales has it. Now to Nightingale. Should be 48-48 as Keaton hit the first one. Nightingale has it out front. 4:05 left to go in this ball game. Rosales for 3, and it's good. He's got 6, and the Tigers lead 51-48. Jeremy Ford high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Walker, his 9th. 51-48. 3:48 left to go here in the ball game. Galindo has it out front between the circles. Down to the right wing to Scott. Looking inside. Now takes one dribble, finds Walker at the free throw line underneath for Rosales. Tries to save it in, does so to Scott. Scott back out front to Walker, around to Nightingale. Nightingale between the circles on the dribble. 3:25 and counting left to go in the ball game. Scott has it. Right side, looking inside for Walker. Now back out front to Galindo. Galindo on the drive, down to the right wing. Down to the right corner. Skip pass to Nightingale left side. Down to the left corner. Inside for Walker at the left block. Walker, shot is up and good. He's got 20. And Ulysses leads 53-48. Sides down to the left wing. To Blackburn. Out front to Jeremy Ford. Now to Kagan Keaton right wing. Out front to Sides. Sides pump fakes. Drives in. Step back 3 on its way. Left is short. No good. Rebound. Tracked down. Keaton couldn't quite come up with it. As Coach Sides wants a timeout, we'll take a timeout with him as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. Yesterday saw Plainville lose to Ellsworth 57-52, and Russell beat St. John's Beloit 51-26. Our first boys game tonight, or this afternoon into this evening, has the Ulysses right now up 53-47. A 6-point Ulysses lead with 2:44 left to go. Will be Ulysses basketball out of the timeout. Nightingale along with Galindo, Rosales, Scott, and Walker for the Tigers. Ford twins, along with Keaton, Sides, and Blackburn for the Panthers. Scott inbounds to Walker. Walker ahead to Galindo. Galindo, backside pass for Rosales. Rosales shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Ty Sides. Sides pushes it up the court now to Keaton, right side down to the right corner to Ford, inside for Jeremy. Shot is up. It rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Galindo, his 5th. Galindo ahead to Walker. Walker pushes it up the court ahead to Scott, left corner. Scott passes back out now to Nightingale. 2:19 left to go in the ball game. And Ulysses leads by 6, 53-47. And now Kagan Keaton going to get called for the foul. His first personal foul, 8th Panthers team foul. And it'll send Ryan Nightingale to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line on a Friday night. First one on its way for Nightingale is good. He now has 3 points. Makes it 54-47, 2:14 and counting left to go here in this ball game. As the clock stopped right now with Ryan Nightingale at the free throw line. Second one good as well for Nightingale. He's got 4. And again, Ulysses extends their lead. It's now 55-47. 8-point Ulysses lead. Ty Sides has it left side. Asks for Jeremy Ford to come set a screen. Does so. Walker meets him out front, though. Sides behind the back. Works against Walker inside. Loses the handle on it. And Galindo comes away with the steal. Galindo pushes it up the court. Sides cuts him off. Galindo splits the defense. Passes it ahead. Tipped by Joel Ford. Picked up by Jeremy Ford. Tried to get it back to Joel. Goes out of bounds. Tiger basketball. Minute 49 left to go. Ulysses leads 55-47. Galindo with the basketball in the backcourt, picked up by Kagan Keaton quickly across the timeline to Nightingale left side. He drives in, kicks out to Walker left corner, bounce pass ahead to Galindo between the circles. Minute 39 left to play. Ulysses up by 8, 55-47. Ball gets tipped, and a timeout going to be called by the Ulysses Tigers. With a minute 34 left to play, Ulysses leads by 8, 55-47. You listen to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. Well, welcome back to Russell High School. Amos-Morris Classic, first round boys action. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg by 8 with a minute 34 left to go, 55-47, and it is Ulysses ball out of the timeout. Galindo inbounds to Walker. Walker backside pass for Scott. Scott's layup, no good. Rebound tracked down by Jesse Blackburn. Blackburn has it out now to Joel Ford, right wing, inside for Jeremy. Jeremy bounce pass back to Joel. Right corner three, left is short, no good. Rebounded by Nightingale. Nightingale ahead to Galindo. Galindo ahead to Scott, right side. Scott back to Galindo. Minute 10 left to play. Now to Nightingale, left wing. Back out front to Galindo. 55-47. Ulysses leads Phillipsburg. 9th team foul here on the Panthers. This one's going to be on Joel Ford. That'll be his 5th. So Joel fouls out tonight with just 3 points after that 19-point performance against Oakley. Again, just 3 points in this one. 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. Ethan Miller into the ball game. Ethan Leidig into the ball game. Jeremy Ford takes a seat as well. So it looks like now Aaron Galindo at the free throw line. First one's good. He now has 20 points. He joins Lance Walker in the 20-point club tonight. Minute 4 left to play. And Ulysses now leads by 9, looking to go up by 10 here. It's on its way, good as well. So Galindo leads all scorers with 21, and Ulysses leads by 10, their biggest lead of the ball game. High side, drives in quickly, leaves it off for Kagan Keaton. Right corner three's on its way, and it's good. Keaton's got 9, and Phillipsburg trails by 7 now with 56 seconds left to go. 57-50. Coach Sides takes a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. .56 seconds left to play here in the boys' action of the Amos-Morris Classic first round of this tournament. The Ulysses Tigers lead by 7, 57-50. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Galindo ahead to Rosales, now to Walker left wing. Walker back out front to Galindo. Galindo kicks it down to Rosales, back to Nightingale right side. Back to Rosales in the right corner, drives into Walker. Walker kicks it back out to Galindo. 37 seconds left. Nightingale has it right side, inside for Walker. Walker is then going to be fouled. 10th team fouled by the Panthers. 32.6 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Phillipsburg trails by 7, 57-50 as Lance Walker heads back to the free throw line. That foul is on Kagan Keaton, his second. It's on its way, rolls out, no good. Walker gets set for the second one. That one is good. He again ties Aaron Galindo with 21 points apiece. 58-50, Sides. Kicks out to Keaton, around to Ethan Leidig. Top of the key three for Leidig is no good. Rebound tracked down by Rosales, his third rebound. And then a foul going to be called here on the Panthers. 20 seconds left to go, and the Ulysses Tigers lead by 8, 58-50. So this one's on Jesse Blackburn, his third. As Scott getting set here. First one's on its way, off the front of the iron, no good. .4 seconds left to go here, 58-50. Ulysses leads the Phillipsburg Panthers as the second one for Scott is no good. Rebound tracked down by Leidig, his third. Ty Sides has it, top of the key now to Leidig. Leidig back to Sides. Sides works against Galindo, elevates for three, left it short, no good. Blackburn tried to save it in, could not quite do so. 7.9 seconds left to go, and Ulysses leads Phillipsburg 58-50. Lance Walker will inbound for the Tigers. Full court pressure still by the Panthers. Now they start to back out with only 6 seconds left to go. That's going to do it. Ulysses is going to beat Phillipsburg 58-50. So Ulysses gets their first win of the season. Phillipsburg gets their first loss of the season, 58-50. We'll be back to wrap this one up for you right after this as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.